the reason why Skud is such high level.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
hey, Tim.
Oh, hey, what's up? What have you been doing?
I was just telling I was finishing that question that I didn't finish before I left.
Oh, okay. No, I think the idea of justifying a new player's level as positive as you can is kind of, I don't know. Sometimes you just got to get over it, you know?
Yeah.
Just be like, my buddy wants to play a new person. They don't have to necessarily 1,010% justify it. I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Look,
Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, Tim's a big kitty.
I'm a big kitty. This is how I let the kitties know I'm friends with them. I'm a big kitty. Hello, I'm a big kitty.
That's what I say.
I might be getting sick.
You're sick?
I might be
no.
getting sick.
Sick.
That would be sick.
Bro. Oh.
That's so epic getting sick. You ever get so sick you want to friggin' poop in the bathtub because it's easier?
Yes. I can't say I've ever felt that.
Easier
So-
though in the long run.
It's so friggin' epic.
It's
For the
fine
win.
if you've got. Don't do it in a bathtub. Do it in a shower so you can waffle stomp it.
I feel like that's really gross.
It
I
is
don't
really
like
gross.
it.
How is
I feel like that
shitting in the shower not really gross to begin with?
It's bad. It's bad all around. I follow a person today, and they were talking about their baby took the diaper off and put poops everywhere. I was like,
No thanks.
I could never. I'd be like, you're on your own. You gotta figure this out.
Sorry, baby.
Man,
Sorry, baby.
having a
You're on
baby,
your own, kid.
so much poop.
Oh,
Um,
like I already had to. I've had to rescue a poop off the back of a cat's butt. Like, I'm like, that's all right. I'm good for a while now. I don't need to do
it's
this
the
again.
worst whenever your pet eats your hair somehow.
That is exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. And I was like, all right, cool. I gotta pull this out of your butt. It was not good.
I had a cat eat a piece of tinsel one time.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
it came off like
bad.
Came off like an old Christmas ornament or something.
Oh no.
Did you save it?
And it was like, what's that? What's that on her butt? Like, there's something sparkling on her butt.
no.
And it was like, oh god, and it was like grabbed, and it was like, pulling it out. I was like, ah!
Oh man. Oh,
Gross.
it's just a bad world out there.
Made it all the way through.
And that's better than like other things that could happen when they eat string because it's like very bad for their
Yeah,
their
it could
inside.
like really fuck them up.
Yeah.
Right, Kit? Right, buddy?
Just gonna take a little nap
Take
real
a quick
quick.
nap.
It's fine.
Come here.
It's good.
Oh wow.
Hey, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just staring at me. There you are. Look at this
What a
good
baby.
I
boy.
love him. He's cute.
Look at this good boy.
Look at the big baby.
Oh, what a big baby.
Look at him.
He's so cute, and I cannot deal with it.
Oh, boy.
Nika, I saw a Boston Terrier this morning in Boston. I was walking in.
They just call them terriers in Boston.
Yeah.
They're just regular terriers. Yeah, no, a person was walking. It was like in the subway tunnel. They had the dog, and they had a coat on the dog, which is not really cold today. So I was like,
They are. How cold was it?
it was like 72 degrees.
Oh, okay. No, they didn't. I was gonna say they are very weather temperamental. He doesn't
It was
do
cooler
really great
this morning. So maybe
outside of
that's
70, but
the weather's been very weird here because it's been like almost about to get cold, and then we'll get like weird and humid and warm. Like tomorrow it's just be like
Yes.
high of like 59, and I'm like, that's good. Do that. I don't want any more of this weird humid shit. I hate it.
we had today a high of 65, but it was overcast and cloudy, or not cloudy, overcast and windy all day.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I think it's supposed to be like 87. Go fuck yourself.
I hate that. No, I'm done with it. I'm in sweater weather now. I'm like I'm going all in. I don't care.
Sweatshirts, they're so
Exactly.
cozy.
I bought some like extra soft sweatshirt or sweaters from Aerie that are like that, like almost like fuzzy soft, and they're like loose but like fitted in the arms, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is like all I'm wearing all winter.
I got this one sweater that Courtney had it, and she let me borrow it at GeeklyCon, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I found it at Target, and now I just live in it all the time. I'm like, just be cold enough so that I can wear it all the time.
All I want.
This has been fun, guys.
Well, see you guys next week. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Come on, everyone.
Let's do 3 next week.
That's fine. If we start an hour earlier, that'd be great. Fit 3 in. When is the next time that we record after that? Like, when are we dressing up for Halloween is what I'm wondering.
That's a good question. It might be during the next time.
You mean when do I get on stream and realize, oh shit, all you guys dressed up for Halloween?
Yeah, when do you take your shirt off, Bachmann?
Yeah.
Get nude. I have no idea what I'm going to do for Halloween.
25th?
No idea.
I have an idea and I want to do it, but I don't think we're going anywhere, so it would be fine for here.
I think that the next recording after next week is November 1st.
Oh, are we not doing the 25th?
Mm-mm.
Shit. Well, can we just for the goof? Are we going to dress up on the 1st?
I did do it for All Saints Day.
We'll just dress up next week.
We'll do it next week, yeah.
I'm not ready for next week.
Let's just dress up on the 1st.
I have to buy a wig.
Or we could do a special something on Halloween night and just drink some bullshit that's not a regular
We did a fiasco!
That's not... let's not.
We haven't done a fiasco.
I'm just saying, I might
get
nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Who knows? Let's talk about it. Let's think on it.
I would love to do a fiasco.
I like to stream on Halloween because I think that's fun.
That's fun.
I don't think
it's anniversary.
Let's do Drinking Quest.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do what? Based.
Let's do Drinking Quest.
Oh my God! And I'll take the next day off from work. Like,
yeah. I'm working from home.
I'm working from home.
I'm friggin' puking in the bathtub.
I'm asleep on the couch with my finger on my laptop so it keeps my light green on my Skype. She's working. You keep wanting to kiss me, but you're gonna get lipstick on you. I do want to kiss Big Kitty.
This is wrong, Bachmann.
Big Kitty.
No, it really makes you think.
No, it's not right though.
I mean, tell me one thing that's wrong about it.
Well, there's a Texas inside the Texas.
No. It's right.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
I think he said
the picture that
I mean,
just sent.
I love it.
I love me.
You could argue there's at least 2 Texases inside of that Texas.
I think you would have to do that.
But I don't know where those other pieces of land are.
One is Alaska.
I think one of them is the UK.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think the one up my butt is the UK.
I should have slapped him real hard. Timmy, let me see that beer, buddy.
Okay,
Carly
brother.
went and saw the My Hero Academia movie.
How was it?
Oh, maybe
I
we should
saw
see
it on Tuesday.
I don't think we can. I think it's gone
I think
already.
it's gone.
What? How?
Yeah, it was like a 2-day thing, wasn't it?
I think it was very brief.
When the fuck
Why
is
didn't no
that
one tell me?
Broly film coming out?
What?
Broly, not brony.
Nick was like, all right, I'm interested.
It's like, oh.
That was brilliant.
You guys have to meet All Might's American friend Dave.
You mean his ex-boyfriend? I love that they did a whole fucking episode to be like, now you should watch the movie. I'm like, God damn it. I do want to watch the movie. I love that All Might is like whatever is like a weeaboo, but for the United States.
Can we start the podcast?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
No, God, shut
We
up.
need to talk for another hour.
You're the one that's always like, I want to quit the podcast because I'm always sleepy the next day.
I've never said that, but I am always sleepy.
Wow.
So, I just am tired all the time.
That's what I say back to you.
Tim has got the cat ears on, and that means he's bad Tim.
Tim, when you're wearing those cat ears, do you become allergic to yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the big kitty.
I'm a big kitty. Yeah.
Look at all that dander.
He's just rolling and he's getting it everywhere.
I'm gonna rub my neck on you.
I'm gonna put my face in your face while you sleep at 4 a.m.
Oh, that shit. Oh, my God.
They love it.
Did they ever stop that?
Did I ever tell you guys that, like, about the cat? Maybe I told you about this last time. The cat sleeps in between us, and, like, and I always, like, grab the cat and I throw it off the bed. Because it gets like right up in my shit, and I'm always though the main reason that I don't ever want to let Amelia sleep with us is that I'm gonna like be half asleep and then think it's a cat and just chuck her across the room.
Get out of here! Oh my god, yeah. Lucy's a good girl and doesn't mess with me, but like in the night, Laser will be like, "I'm cute, like this," or like walk across my face.
That's
Remember,
so
I was holding him and he had his little paws out and he was doing the.
All right. Does everyone have Audacity open?
No,
Not he does have it. He's living dangerously. He's looking at other shit and doesn't have the cursor near it, and I hate it. I hate it very much.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go. Recording.
Recording. It's recording.
I'm a big kid.
I'm a big kitty.
What if this is the best episode we've ever recorded?
it already is.
It's good.
What if it
We
was?
should always shoot for that to be the best episode we've ever recorded.
I'm gonna be the very best.
You know what?
Podcast ever was.
Do you know what's really
Let's all
fun
eat
about it?
chips.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Michael, it looks like you're masturbating.
Is this going to be a shopping episode?
Could
Michael-
be. Do you want
Michael-
it to be?
Yes.
It's a very popular
Go
show.
to the mall.
I know that you're excited about your Harry
Day.
Potters and your Kickstarter. You're gonna fucking leave us behind, but you have to be ready.
Michael,
Nah.
DM us. DM me, daddy.
DM me, daddy.
I mean, you know.
DM me,
we're
daddy.
making-
You haven't done it out in a while.
We are collaborating to create a story together.
Collaborative storytelling.
Can't just expect me to do all the heavy lifting all the time.
Yeah, that's how this podcast works. It's fun. Seriously though.
Seriously, though, I
Only
really
500
fucking
more
idea what you
episodes
guys
to
are
go. Hey guys, let's get to episode 1000.
Wouldn't that be a fucking lark?
What if
At the
we're
rate
all on
we're
our
going.
deathbed trying to like record
do
the
it.
last episode?
We can do it.
Our
We live in
collective
space
deathbed.
now.
Take breaks like every 10 minutes because we all have like bladder problems.
Oh,
and
yeah.
As old people, we can't hold it for more than like 10 minutes.
The way
Yeah,
I
we're dykes.
envision the podcast ending is all of us on one collective deathbed, like the bed in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like,
We finally have made $80,000 a month from
We'll live together
well, with
and
inflation,
we'll die at the
yeah.
same time.
In 2024 money, it would be equal to $4,000.
Wait, you think we're all going to be on our deathbed in 2024?
Yeah, I think I recently said we're gonna die in 4 years, but I'm giving us 2 more.
Wow, what changed?
I gotta tell you, this Amazon price hike. Y'all tell you what.
Which what are you talking
I
about? The price hike?
don't want to get yelled at anymore.
Okay.
I can't wait for a 6th edition. What do you guys think?
Oh man, that'll definitely happen by then.
I just want the fucking warlord so that my next character can be a warlord. If the warlord's out by next campaign, you're here to hear first, folks. I'm playing a warlord.
What is a warlord?
It's the one that tells you what to do. It's
I
like,
played
suck
a
that
warlord,
butt.
and I didn't get to do much of that.
Yeah, because you played him wrong.
No, he threw Tom in the first episode and had him do an attack, and Tom didn't do it
Yeah,
correctly.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he just gave up.
I mean, why would I keep doing it if if
That's
at
right.
first you
Yeah,
fail? Stop.
I really cucked you in that one. Yeah, that was funny.
Tim is he's into the weird energy zone. I can feel it.
That was our best
not drunk.
episode.
What is it because he was smacking things with a plastic tube?
Yeah.
You're a big kitty. Yeah.
No.
Tim, D&D is all about camaraderie and having fun, and in that way, there is no wrong way to play a character.
So true. So true. You're brave of you to not min-max.
Anyway, if two of you could have just like a really emotional exchange in this episode.
Like,
Do you want to kill someone or?
We got a lot of characters to work with here.
Maybe
What if
you
we
could just-
like really have a moment with Eckhart Dayhammer and like?
So, tell us all about you.
Michael, when do I get to meet my rival? I feel like this has been all filler, and we haven't even had a Hot Springs episode.
Is it Skid? Is Skid
Sure.
Skud's rival?
Yeah, we're Skid.
Maybe
And
it's
why-
Roz.
Or is it Gary?
It's
Roz.
Gary.
Roz is everyone's rival.
He's
Roz
like,
is totally into skeletons now.
We
I'm like,
meet
I
your
got skeletons.
rival-
He's like, I got a Bulbasaur.
What? What's his name? Lord? No, the necromancer that we all know and love.
Oh shit! What is his name? I
What's
forgot.
the
I love
vampire
him.
one,
The
right?
necromancer.
No.
I miss him so much.
He came to the wedding.
You almost slapped me in the face.
I would never, though.
Who are you talking about?
The necromancer who was friends with Zerd who came to the wedding.
It's a little vampire joke.
No, no.
I thought you
Vampire.
literally just called them the necromancer.
You guys are so stupid. I keep saying the necromancer, and you're like, the vampire?
But
What's
wasn't
his
he
name?
like a
Cat knows the
vampire
name.
type?
Rickard Svensson? Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Rykard Svensson, yeah.
It's just
That
I
sounds like a
love the
vampire
vampire
name,
so
though, to
much
be
that
fair.
he looms large in my brain.
Yeah, the guy, the vampire who was on one baby
He
episode.
was really good. I loved
He
him.
was very, very good.
I liked hearing Michael do like Transylvania voice.
Yeah,
Count
it
Chocula.
was hilarious. Like Santa, we should go on a quick mini vampire arc.
And also now that I've seen both seasons of Glow, I really want to do a Zoya voice. And we've been watching too much The Americans, so I need to do a very offensive Russian accent.
We do what we want from our country. My one of my 4E characters was a bad Russian.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, what was his name?
I
I
don't
don't remember.
Huh.
Tichondrius or something like that.
That sounds correct.
Are you guys ready to do this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Corpse
are we
fucker
not?
Gary
Wait, have
is
we
the
not
Gary.
even greeted the adventurers?
No,
Oh.
Oh wait, no, we are recording.
We're recording.
we
Okay.
haven't like begun
Sorry.
yet.
We haven't
I'm sorry that caught you guys stupid for when I said necromancer 5 times.
And
You
we said
kept-
vampire 5 times.
Yeah.
Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Tim Lanning,
Hey everybody, it's great to be here. Thank you ever so much for having me.
Jennifer Cheek,
Hey everyone.
Nika Howard,
Hello, it is the second episode, which means some of us have been drinking.
and Mike Bachmann.
I figured it out. If he calls you first in one episode, you're last in the next episode.
Sometimes that's how it works.
Do you do that on purpose, Michael?
Sometimes I do try to mix it up.
Do you like when you're like in the shower, like thinking of ways to torture us? You're like, all right,
Michael,
I got it this time.
Can I follow up with that one? How much do you think about us in the shower?
And who do you think of the most? Actually,
don't-
don't answer that one.
I don't take photos ever.
Oh,
That's true.
wow.
You're
Wild
on
card
that.
answer.
You've heard of dry shampoo? What about dry
Soap.
soap?
Dry cleaning in
Soap
general.
is dry.
It's called baby powder.
Soap
You
is
just
dry.
smear the the waxy stuff on your skin.
Oh.
Did you guys shower? You guys ever try showering in the dark? I love it.
I love it.
It
It's
is.
With a
just,
gear.
it's a good sensory thing.
It
When I
is.
lived by myself and would get drunk in the shower, it was so hot, like pass out.
I'm really glad that you didn't die when you lived by
I
yourself.
love to die. Yeah.
Because now you've got me to like check on you. Like,
I wish I would.
I wish I died in the
You won't?
shower.
Yeah, I know. I love it. Especially now that we can read.
Yeah.
I was so sure that I was going to say that, and everybody was going to be like, "No, I never tried that. That's
No.
weird." But I'm very
Y'all
excited
ever
about
poop
this
standing up?
because Carrie always comes in. She's like, "Why the hell are the lights off?" She turns them on, and I'm like, "No!"
You just coil into the back of the shower and like.
I am a cave person.
Oh man,
You're like
and
one of
if it
those
gets
fish
real
that are
dark, you can
blind
think
and
about
they're
all
like-
the spiders you can't see in there.
Wait,
I
wait.
like
So
that.
true.
Yeah, because there's always like a spider or two in your shower, right?
Oh, 100%.
And then if the lights are off, you don't know where they are, and it's like a fun game of hide and seek.
Have you heard the thing? If you go out at night and you see the little dots out in your yard, the reflection, that's spiders in the grass, the light reflecting off their eyes.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what you're saying.
You don't have yard.
I'm terrified.
So.
If you go outside, yeah.
I don't do
You
that.
don't go outside. If you see grass.
Thank you for joining us on our 5th edition actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast. This is a kind of a special episode because we're doing the magic of Dungeons and Dragons, and like you don't ever know where it's going to take you. So like, who knows what's going to happen?
And now, Michael, I'm really curious. You didn't expect us to go follow the one lead you gave us.
Is it just because of the way that we are and then the way that we've conducted ourselves throughout these 285 episodes so far?
Don't blame us for this.
I'm just saying, you never. I mean, it's an improvised comedy storytelling podcast. If you think about it, where we just make things up.
What are you about to do to us?
We live in this fantasy world where anything is possible.
I have an idea. All right, shut up. I have an idea.
No.
Okay, how about this, Michael? What was the most popular episode? Okay, it's Okay Bye. And there's several others, but Okay Bye is the stereotypical easy ones. What about this? Let's recreate it. Let's polymorph ourselves into, I don't know, let's say orcs.
And then a clip show.
And then we join a queue, let's say.
Okay.
Getting into the city, right? And then we meet another orc in the queue, and this orc talks to us, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to like talk our way through that.
I feel like you're just having us rehash things.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. I want to see what Michael's got going for us
That
here.
reminds me of that time when we were on that faraway island. We had shipwrecked, and we had fought that beholder, and a old decrepit racist monkey helped us out. That was fun.
That was the best day
I
of my life.
remember it like it was yesterday.
Anyways, so we are about to teleport to Grohl, the city in the Shadowfell, trying to search down Joe Sale Long Shadow.
All right, roll a d20. Let's find out what happened last week.
I was kind of excited for a clip show, honestly.
We're just like mention things we've done.
Remember that time when Jennifer rolled really well for the thing, and then she had to do the recap? That was fun.
Not today, motherfucker. I rolled a 5.
You think that's bad?
13.
The devil's number.
Bachmann, you go first.
15?
17.
Just making it up as he goes.
No, it's you want to
Bachmann
see
doesn't own dice, even though
You wanna see it? My hands up?
Die Hard keeps sitting to him.
He's never touched a die.
He's like, see those?
That's a coin.
What is that?
That's a coin.
I was like, what am I looking at here?
Well, so like, the
He
coins.
flipped a coin. I got a 17.
The coins heads, I tell the truth, and tails, I
Wait,
lie.
that is a 15.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa.
And then also,
Whoa.
Diamond and nickel.
that's a. Oh shit! It says 12.
No, it's a 15.
It doesn't show
Doesn't
up
say
backwards for you
15.
guys.
No.
No.
It's
Also, still backwards. A 5
S1?
doesn't look like a 2.
Yes, it does.
That's a bad
No, it doesn't.
2.
A 5 absolutely looks like a 2
a
backwards.
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 Oh, you rolled an SL. Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nika Howard, what happened last week on the Drunks and Dragons
So
podcast?
last week on the Drunks and Dragons episode 285, we were in a room with our past characters and we delivered Tom back to Ashiyara Dane. Eckhart says several things are out of play or were out of place during the feast with Pelor, and our characters know that Adira has betrayed Melora. There was a city of brass, which was an orb location. After we gave Eckhart the orb, he said that that's what it was. And then metal soldiers. Eckhart was in Elysium trying to find Adira, but Pelor sent him away. And then the last we heard, Bigby was missing about 10 years ago, but appeared back about 5 years ago after the demon apocalypse. Eckhart is part of the Circle of Seven and also has an obsession with balance, which may or may not be a goof by Michael. Adira has ties to the Nine Hells, constant war between demons and devils. Orcus had gained too much power and was taken out, but is not dead yet, which brought more imbalance. Adira may be working with Asmodeus, who we found was a lawful evil ruler of the devils of hell, in the lowest layer of the Nine Hells. And a woman walks into the room, and it's Roz.
That's right. That's where we ended it. Yeah.
And that's where we ended the episode.
Look at the chat. Our chat.
It does kind of look like a 12.
It looks like a 12, damn it.
A really fucked up 12.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, like a really fucked up 12.
Wait, but it looks like a 12. It's a 2. It's the rough shape of a 2.
If you're listening at home, we'll post this and we'll put the picture in the thread of the post.
Yeah.
No, just imagine
kidding.
a 15.
Backwards.
Think about a 15
No.
for a little bit.
But that definitely is not an S. One of you fuckers, I think it was Tim, said that a backwards 5 looks like an S.
It does. Did you not see what it was on our screen?
It does look like an S. Wait.
What?
All right, get the dice cam back
No,
out.
backwards one is not right because a 5 just looks like an S.
Well, he was showing
Yeah.
his cam and it looked like an S. I cannot believe we're talking about this. This is exactly what Mike's wanting to do.
That's okay.
I think we should explore this space a little more.
No, it's cool.
I think we should play in this.
I'm gonna tweet it out. You guys can judge for yourself.
Now we're showing Discord in the chat. They're turning on each other.
I cannot believe anyone listens to this show. I know I'm the person that says never say that, but sometimes it's baffling.
So what do you guys do? Roz just walked in.
You ended on a cliffhanger. What does Roz do?
Yeah.
You were high. Don't get high before episodes.
She says, "I heard you." Whoa.
She was looking. We were looking for a thief or a sneaky person.
They needed a spy. I am Roz, and I am very sneaky.
I gave her a hug. Roz,
Very
we wanted
sneaky.
to. This is Lahni and Skud.
If you're very sneaky, I go very fast. Maybe together we could be fast and sneaky, just like a fart that comes right out your butt whenever you're not really expecting it, but it just slips right out.
Lahni, we're in a throne room.
It is not often. That
I'm
the
sorry.
thing
Maybe it's like a
that
toot.
comes to you is about the fart,
Thank you.
but I appreciate it.
I gotta delete that photo.
It is nice to meet you, and my grace. And she kneels before Aludra, and she says, "I took care of that thing that you sent me to take care of." A wink.
I knew you had it in you. So proud of you. Let's not. Let's just keep that between me and you. But yeah, I mean,
looks at Ludra. What?
and me and you, like, you know.
Toby looks at Aludra. Hey.
No, Toby, I'm sorry. So Roz, it'd be really great. So we've got ourselves a bit of a situation right here. We need someone to go take a scroll of. Wait, no, Tim's nodding. He's shaking his head.
I mean, we need someone to go try to find Adira Harper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. To take the scroll to try to find.
Well,
her.
we could just hire wizards to do it as well. You know, it's
Whatever way you think makes the most sense. Use
Yeah.
a scroll. Use some.
we were gonna keep the scrolls for ourselves.
Okay.
and then send wizards out to
Okay.
or whoever can cast
Sure,
detect.
Toby. Whatever
locate
you need,
creature.
Toby. Whatever you need. I wanna.
Locate creature is the spell.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cast it, but maybe I'll learn.
Yeah. So if you could, get some crew together and see if you can go out there and find where Adira is.
And Roz, you're very capable. So if you know how to do this better than sending 2 wizards with teleport and locate creature, I respect you.
Locate creature. That is what is it? About 1,000 feet?
It's 1,000 feet. Yeah. It's not,
Oh, so you're
it's
going
not
to
perfect-
send them to a whole different plane of existence?
Yeah.
It's
Well-
like a bit of a needle in the haystack sort of situation, no?
Kinda. Yeah. But also, dig up some dirt, do some real sleuthing. It's not a perfect plan.
I think that the spell is not the main. It's just when you think you've gotten close.
Back when we thought locate person was bigger, the spell was a bigger part, equal to as big as we thought it was. And then once we realized it was small, it's now a smaller part, but important, which is why we have 4 scrolls.
Why do we need to find Adira?
I think she's trying to destroy the realms. They're in chaos right now, as opposed to balance.
No. Adira? No.
Yeah, Roz, I'm
Wasn't
sorry to
that
tell
funny?
you, but sorry, we're talking to each other.
No, it's fine. Jeez, Jennifer, you talk over me. I'm just gonna throw my pen right into my glass. I'm sorry. Please continue.
Roz, we've seen some shit. We just came back from Elysium, and it is very bad over there. And talking to Mr. Eckhart Dayhammer here. Have you read Roz? Roz Eckhart.
No, I have not. It is by Rhaegar's unusual circumstance. It's great to meet you. Okay, hi.
So we found out from him all this information about what's going on with the Circle 7, and basically, I mean, he has no reason to lie about this. He's one of the Circle of 7, and he's saying that Adira's the one that's kind of causing a lot of our problems right now. And she's a wild card. I mean, like, she works with devils all the time. So is it really like that much of a surprise that she would be doing something wacky?
How deep does this go?
How deep does it go?
Wow.
Have you followed the money?
Oh, that is usually my number one most important thing. But in this case, number 1, follow Adira. Number 2, follow the money.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a money trail yet. Frank, is there a money trail?
Yeah, there's always a money trail.
Is there in this case, though, is what I guess we're asking.
Turn in your receipts?
No, it's not us. It's them.
Toby, you know how he is.
Okay.
You said the word money and you talk
He
to
just
him.
keeps saying yes.
And he's really excited about
You
it.
keep saying yes when I'm asking questions.
I don't think that gods care about money very much, and this is the level that we're
I
working
think
on
Asmodeus does, right?
Well, maybe Asmodeus does, but I don't think Pelor cares about money, and I don't think that Melora did. And,
No.
I don't think that
Lol.
Wolf.
She might care about money, but not
but
like
only
Asmodeus. No.
not for the money's sake, but maybe to
Right.
fuck up something.
So true.
So
Tiamat, she loves the money.
Yeah, it's dragons for sure.
yeah, that makes sense. Shiny.
Yeah, shiny.
All I have to say, I mean, I can understand why you're skeptical of this situation, but based on the information we have, we think this is the best course of action, and we're just asking if you would be our what's the word?
Eyes and ears.
Yes. Thank you, Toby.
It
Toby's my mouth.
It feels like it's not a perfect plan, so we want your spies to be safe, but it feels better than doing nothing is the thing,
And maybe in addition to looking for Adira, they can go out and just kind of check the lay of the land, see if things are anything looks weird or out of place in these different places.
Yeah.
Because Elysium got all messed up, the Feywild got messed up, so it might be coming there next.
Yes. This is a good plan. I would like to talk to Adira and see what she has to say.
Right, because you know her, so you could really get some good info. And hey, maybe she knows something we don't know.
Yes. I mean, in my experience, the Arpers always usually have the best in mind for things.
Yeah. Eckhart.
Yes.
So you think that Bigby is such a powerful wizard? Do you think they would like to help us?
Well, Bigby is he's doing his own thing. He's helping in his own ways.
His hands are full.
Well, one of my spies named Hugo brought up the 9th level spell called Gate. And, well, I don't know how to do Gate, but if there was a a wizard of similar power as me or higher, they could cascade, and then we could just pull Adira to us right now.
I'm not familiar with this spell. Tell me of it. It sounds fascinating.
If one would cast a spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature, and that creature is on a plane other one you're on. The portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. I mean, you gain no special power over the creature, and it's free to do as the GM deems appropriate. I don't know what that means. It might leave, attack you, or help you. So...
That sounds like a very useful spell. I wish we had it.
Yeah, and you're not going to find a caster that can cast a level 9 spell just anywhere. So, if we grinded and we got to level 18, I could cast it, but that's who has the time?
I mean, I think we got to go with what's in front of us right now.
Yeah, I really wish I took that spell now, but at the time it just didn't seem,
You just never know.
You never know. There's too many...
Try to prepare for all the different options.
You
only do your best.
I only have so much time,
So many hours in the day.
Damn.
You do a spell
I was
to make
trying
it
to look
more.
up information about Adira on the wiki, and she's not there, but we do have Adira's cat.
Okay.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Okay, cool, Roz. I think you know what we think is good, so I trust you and your people. Right? Be safe. No reason to get into too much danger.
No worries about me. I will go and do what I can. I will send my little birds out. See what I can find.
I have a question for Aludra. This is Jayla. This is Nika drunk. Not drunk. We're not. Okay, why doesn't she think that Adira could be evil? I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't trust.
I think that Roz is being a little crazy because Adira was definitely not great before, so I don't really know why.
Do we think that maybe she's in cahoots? Roz has been gone for a while. Adira's been gone for a while. What if they have been taking the weekend to go smooch, and now she's covering for Roz and is trying to make all of this shit happen?
Because I actually don't know why Roz would be surprised about Adira being bad. She literally hung out with devils before. She's definitely, not 100% good. So maybe that's definitely something we need to consider in Roz going out and doing this reconnaissance for us.
Well, it's just to find her, not to fight her.
Oh, I know, but what if the information she's feeding us is
wrong? What if she's like, oh yeah, I totally know where Adira is, and then she's like, oh, Adira's not doing anything. I couldn't find her. Jayla doesn't trust Roz.
We can send Eckhart with her.
No, we need Eckhart with us.
Damn it. Okay, fine.
Oh, hey, I found her. She is in the abyss. Go ahead. Go there.
Is that true?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Oh.
That was a joke.
Little joke.
Well, I think we'll just have to evaluate. Well, you're talking to Aludra right now. You're not talking to...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not Toby talking before. But.
I think they'll have to just see how Roz is acting and take the information as they get it.
Is there someone that we could send with her that we trust? I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, can't we?
I know I can't get over what she did to you guys, but I can't in good conscience send her out without someone else that we trust.
I think she's changed a lot, and even if she's lying, I feel like we'll be able to get information, even if she's not telling the whole truth. I think we'll be able to suss it out, or at the very least, slip a spell, zone of truth, something. We can make it work.
Yeah, zone of truth.
Remember, this is Tim Lanning. Roz has served faithfully for 12 years. Roz...
This is a Ludra talking Jayla down.
But to be fair, she did still kill the only family that Jayla has that like she remembers. And so she's like, I don't trust her ever. You
Yeah,
killed
but they came back, right?
I guess Jayla was part in killing Harper. Damn.
But Ross found Longcrier. Damn, isn't that true? Wow.
This is Eludra talking Jayla now, because I think Eludra is not that worried about it, and she's just like being like, "This is the situation. We'll deal with it if it happens."
This.
Yeah, like no, they got this, and Toby and Rowan, like they're smart cookies. Like they know the deal. They've seen a bunch of shit.
You're right.
I'll give them a heads up though to really dig into it when she comes back with the info.
Thanks. I'm so glad that you're always there to center me and just keep my crazy calm.
It's okay. You know what? You just gotta hang on a little bit longer, and we're gonna go on a long adventuring weekend.
I can't wait.
Okay.
You guys just got out of a battle with like a dragon army, and I can't.
And Jayla's like ready for it again. Like
that's like foreplay.
Yeah, the bloodlust is up. The halberd's thirsty.
So what are you guys? What's your next step?
I think the Katara Grey crew is going towards the Shadowfell, right?
Shadowfell.
Yeah.
City of Roll, right?
So you're just trying to figure out how to get to the Shadowfell.
We have to find the Long Claw. No. What is it? Yeah.
Long Shadow.
Joe Sale. Long Shadow.
Joe Sale, Long Shadow.
So whether if there's a teleportation scroll or portal, I know that Pelor's Hope has a teleportation network, but how do we get to the Shadowfell? Damn.
I feel like Ashira Dane would have someone that could help people go from realm to realm. She's a queen.
She's a queen.
Yeah, she doesn't have a Realm-mancer.
Yeah,
there's
a
Ludra?
Or Eludra, right?
So true.
So I mean, it's not like there's wizards of Toby's caliber just hanging around. I mean, he's very powerful, right? And you don't have it's not like there's just an endless supply of super powerful.
I'm sure in 1985 wizards are available in every corner drugstore.
I know that was a reference and I don't understand it.
It doesn't matter. Somebody's got it. And to them I say, my man.
I don't know what to do. Just yell out, "Take me to the Shadowfell," and stomp.
My ice cream. I mean, I can cast plane shift, but I don't know if that works, so I don't know where it is.
Only one way to find out.
You shifted to the wrong plane. Shit.
So you would need to get a tuning fork that's
tuned to the Shadowfell.
So how would you go about if you want to do that? How would you go about doing that?
How would we go about
right on the dark web?
All right, so or we could venture through the Underdark. That seems like it would take for goddamn ever. Let's see, maybe someone.
Is there a sketchy part of Pelor's Hope that has shit like this?
A tuning fork attuned to the Shadowfell?
Yeah,
I love it. So
in Diagon Alley, but in Pelor's Hope.
The players know that Teferoth is a Shadow High, so he could help us.
Right, that classic lad we know and love, Teferoth.
But there's no way for Toby does not know that Teferoth exists, and he does doubly so does not know. Even if he heard the name, doesn't know that he'd be able to help.
But tell me about Jamova.
I get it. So that's a great question. How do you get to planes? I feel like this is something that just happens, You
just end up there.
So here's what we can do. We can go to the what is it called? Fuck. The what is my shirt called? Technically you can go to the astral plane, and from the astral plane you can find pools or whatever to take you to where you want to go. Yeah. So that just means that we could either travel through the Underdark, which might take a
long
month.
time, right? And now we don't really have time to do that.
We could go to the astral plane. Not really too sure where to go.
Is it okay?
there.
So there's pools. Like, can you kind of like peer into them and be like, "That looks like a Shadowfell"?
I'm not.
Is this like? I know I brought this up before. I do remember this one. Is this literally just like Magician's Nephew, like jumping through pools situation?
That is my understanding. But
they're
it's
like
not that
different
easy.
colors, and you might not necessarily find the one
Right.
that you want to go
Right.
to.
So it's not like you can kind of like duck your head down and be like, "Yep, this is the one."
Do you have the plane shift spell?
I do.
So we could
And
just take 8 willing creatures to the Shadowfell.
But the issue is that I don't have anything attuned to the Shadowfell because you need like a tuning forks, as the joke we've been saying, in order to shift planes to places.
How do you get a tuning fork?
I mean, it
You got to
doesn't-
put it on your Pelor's list and be like looking
Yeah, there
for
you
a tuning fork to the Shadowfell.
We could do a rousing scene where Toby goes to the library and tries to research where he could find an attuned thing.
Oh yes, please. The longer the better.
Yeah, please. Can we do a library montage, please? Rowan takes a nap. She puts a book on her face.
Dewey Decimal.
Yeah, I could go to the local White Spire and talk to the various folks and just really burn the night oils on both ends, even.
All these nerds.
Yeah.
Toby's gotta go talk to his fellow nerds.
Yeah, there's probably an easier way to do this, but I don't know it.
What would why don't you guys have a fun thing where you split up and you go and do stuff? What would Rowan do with her night off now that Toby's off researching?
Rowan's gonna have a fun time sister night with Ashiara Dane.
Ashiara Dane is she's very, very excited to be back with her son, and I think she would be like, Rowan.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah.
so you were in Elysium?
Yeah. We were in Elysium.
Tom keeps saying that he saw Titus Harper, my husband, who I refer to as Titus.
Tidy. Yeah, he was there. He was. It was I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty emotional. I think it was really good for Tom to get to see him again and get to spend some time with him because when the whole thing went down was pretty sudden and bad. Well, now he's kind of become part of Pelor, I think. So I don't know. Elysium's a weird place, man. I don't like completely understand how all that works.
Did he say anything about me?
Yes, he said.
Roll deception.
He mentioned her.
You mentioned her.
I'm just kidding.
No. He told Tom that he was in good hands with you, and that you were the most beautiful and wonderful woman, and he said, and he told me to tell you that he loved you. Now this is a deception right here because he did not say this.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Maybe he did. He did. He didn't say it with his mouth, but he said it with his eyes and his heart.
And then he said it with his mouth.
Oh, thank you, little sister. It means a lot to me.
Oh, she gives her a big hug, and then she kind of pushes her back and is like, "Do you know what we need? Do you remember that court jester Jumbles? Is he still around here?"
Of course he is.
Hell yes.
Jumbles.
I'm gonna need
Bring
a
the-
gallon of rosé, and I'm gonna need a Jumbles, and he's got to come here ASAP.
I need a Jumbles.
Jumbles.
You know what?
The juggling supplies.
I think that Tom should be here too. I think that it'll be good for him to get to see a more relaxed side of you. It's been so hard. You had to be the queen, and you've got all these children, and you have to be strong all the time. But I think it'd mean a lot to Tom to see you laugh, and just really laugh at old Jumbles falling on his butt over and over again.
So I think we'll fade out as Jumbles.
I need a play-by-play of Jumbles.
As Jumbles comes in, I imagine he's got a big belly, and he's maybe like a tiny vest.
Yes, that's exactly correct.
And he's probably juggling bottles of rosé.
And then squirt, making them squirt out into our mouths, and even a little bit in Tom's mouth. It's okay though.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man. What would Lahni do with her time?
I feel like she'd probably hang out with Skud.
What would Skud and Lahni do with their?
Out in the town.
Skud, I feel would be hunting for a skeleton fight club of some sort. Yes. Checking the basements of seedy bars and.
Can Lahni run around to every seedy bar basement and find it so that it saves the time, so that they have more skeletal fight club time?
Sure. Roll. What could Lahni roll?
Fast.
A dex?
Some sort of investigate or perception?
Don't make me do something that's bad, Michael. Hold on, let me check. I could do an acrobatics, an insight, a perception, a stealth, or a survival.
Let's do perception.
Okay. I would like to percept all of the fight clubs.
You're gonna look them up on Yelp and find out which is the best one.
I just threw my dice across the room.
It's Pelor's Hope Yelp.
Wouldn't it be Felp?
What do you
Felp.
think? What does you think Yelp stands for?
Pelor's Hope Yelp.
No, our world Yelp, Earth Yelp.
Yo, everybody, love places.
You eat.
Okay, I got a 22 perception.
So you find out that skeleton fight clubs definitely don't exist.
Okay.
But there is like a creature fight club where wizards and their familiars and other various creatures that they take control of duke it out in the basement of Gritty's tavern.
Yes.
Gritty's?
Yes.
Is that with an apostrophe S or is it Gritty's plural?
Apostrophe S.
Okay, thank you.
I do love the concept of a lot of Gritties, though. That's good.
Skud.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, by all means.
Please. I'm sorry to say I didn't find any skeletal fight clubs, but I did find this thing where all these wizards are taking these creatures and they're making them fight. And you're kind of like a wizard because you can do magic. And
I am a wizard.
You are a wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a fucking wizard, Skud. Okay, well, you're a wizard, so let's take your creatures and let's go make them fight.
Let's do it. I'll make a bone cage.
Do you think we could get some cool pins from this?
Pins?
Yeah, like maybe we could make a pin of each creature that we or that your skeletons defeated, and then you could have badges that would show that you've won and that you're the best out of all the skeleton handlers.
This sounds like a great idea, and each badge will let my skeletons use new moves.
Yes.
I'm so excited we can do this together, and I think that we're just going to be real great friends, and I can't wait to help your skeletons fight. Can I cut their orbital bones so that they don't bruise? Well, shit, they wouldn't bruise, would they? But I still want to do it.
It's okay, Lahni. I like where your head's at.
I'm real gun ho.
Is there like a basement door that we have to go through? Is it like a in all the prep that you've done for this thing that you didn't know I was going to ask for?
So Gritty, you go to Gritty is in the worst part of town.
Right.
Is in the rumbliest, tumbliest part of town, and it is the worst bar on the worst street.
What street is it?
Town. It is was a really gross tree.
Locust.
Oh.
Ooh, that's yes. Whatever you just said.
Locust tree.
Black locust tree.
Black locust tree. Is that a kind of a tree? That sounds awesome.
A locust
It
tree
is. They have
the
thorns in them. And a fun fact: if a thorn gets stuck in your foot, it can't be seen by an X-ray. So you have to.
Oh no!
Take it out yourself.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yikes. So you go to Black Locust Tree Road. Gritty's
Wouldn't
Tavern.
Jayla be able to? No, she wouldn't.
Okay. So
Jayla could find an underground murder club, probably.
Jayla is no longer friends with the Raven Queen. So that's
No. They had a falling out.
And can we
Jayla
just
likes
get
to
in,
yell
or
at her
do we-
gods.
So you open the door of the tavern and someone tries to punch Lahni in the face.
How many? Just one?
Just one person.
Can I?
There's a little bit of a tussle going on.
I just want to get really into it real fast. Can I just roundhouse kick him?
Yeah, he missed wildly. I rolled
Okay.
So
Can I roundhouse kick him? But instead of kicking him, I caress the side of his foot ever so gently with my toes.
the side of his face with your toes.
Yeah.
Just tickle.
Sure.
And then I put my big toe over his lips, like.
You want to roll an intimidation?
I have a +0 to that. I don't know that I want to roll it, but I will.
Just roll an attack.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 15, and then my bonus is actions to attack. Oh, it's a +11, so a 26.
All right. So you shush him with your toe, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, lady. I didn't realize. I thought you were my friend, Rudy, and we always greet each other by punching each other in the face."
Well, we could be friends. You want me to punch you in the face?
I mean, yeah, sure.
This is getting weird. Do it though.
You punch him in the face, and he buys you guys a round of ales.
Yes.
And
Nice. For my skeletons too?
yeah, but
Yeah. I mean, we all know what happens, but it's just polite.
yeah, but sure, yeah, of course. And so then you're after making friends, you're ushered down into the basement fight club.
Right.
And how do you think Skud would do?
Well, he wins.
Man, I love that word picture you're painting. How what is he fighting?
So I'm gonna say that is this all up to me?
Yeah, sure.
You're not gonna say no?
I mean, I don't know. Well, it's an editor
Cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm gonna say his match is against a giant, kind of like a rock, fire golem, really tall dude. Skud's bones form, well, not Skud's bones, but the bones that he owns. Not his, but they form kind of like a mech suit of bones.
Oh, nice.
Around him. And he's just gonna take this big molten magma rock monster blow for blow.
So Scud's actually in there duking it out.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I love this Pacific Rim fan fiction that we've got going right now.
If I know, this is a little different. I don't need a second necromancer in there with me.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
But...
this is even Evangelion fan fiction.
Yeah. This is Escaflowne.
Oh, fuck yes!
Yeah,
I mean, dragon's heart in them.
It's maybe it looks like he's on the ropes for a minute, but then he at the last second he's kind of got his back to the wall, and he thrusts forward, and both of his bone fists pop off of the joints and then fly forward like a Batman toy kind of. The one where Batman's fists fly off his arms,
sure.
And they hit they hit this thing in the face, and it shatters. And
nice.
Yeah.
So you beat this magma monster, and you're getting up afterwards, and
I win a lot of money.
You win a lot of money. Your skeletons reform into proper skeletons,
right?
And what is Skud wearing? He's got like a.
Well, see, that's the thing is that
on, right?
Well, he does, but the bathrobe gets in the way of the mech, of the mech joints, so he does have to be fully naked in order to pilot this thing. It's very.
Do you have like a loincloth?
I don't have time to get into all the reasons why. Some of them are functional, some of them are just preference, but he does have to be fully nude.
All right. Yeah.
So you're putting your bathrobe back on, and another figure walks out into the light, and he goes, "That's pretty impressive." He's actually also wearing a bathrobe, equally ridiculous haircut, and he goes, "But I'd like to see you actually battle my skeletons."
Do I know this person?
I roll a history check.
Nat 20.
No, really?
Really?
This is the Barry, the greatest skeleton trainer in all of the realms.
Self-proclaimed or actual?
Actual.
Shit.
Did you say Barry?
Barry,
like,
yes.
Yeah, okay. You're on. Show me what you got, but I'm clearly like super nervous. Not quite prepared.
So you do
hype up Skud, just give him like moral support.
Absolutely. I think this would be like just a really, really drawn out battle.
How many skeletons does he have?
He also has 3 skeletons.
Okay, perfect.
And it would seem like there'd be one bit where it seems like Skud might actually pull it out, but in the end, Barry's supreme experience ends up toppling Skud in his skeletons, and he's like, "Nice try, rookie. I'll see you around." And then he storms off.
Damn you! I wasn't strong enough.
And I think that's where we'll end that one. What is what's old Toblerone doing in the library?
Toby has found
he's been researching furiously.
Extensive Googling. That there are sometimes just the way that you can slip into the Feywild based on let's say a magical forest. The Shadowfell is sort of the same basic idea. I don't know if any of the books I read are like, oh yeah, just go to fucking Arkansas in the basement. They got a portal Shadowfell. Also, Toby has found referenced items that could help, like wondrous items. The cubic gate item it is something that will surely work. Not too sure, Michael, what you're willing to allow with that. Meaning this is a wondrous item, and who knows where it is, all that good shit. He's really been hunkering down, and he knows that he could just walk there through the Underdark, because that's like the most consistent way. Besides that, Michael, you tell me, because I don't entirely understand how the Shadowfell works in this setting.
Give me like a researchy kind of role. Some sort
like
of intelligence.
Do you want to do like an investigation check?
Investigation
Arcana
would be perfect. Or Arcana, you can do that too.
Yeah. I don't know where my good dice is. Oh no, God.
The green one.
I have advantage.
Just your spin down counter.
Put those all back there. I got a 27.
Okay. So the best lead that you come up with, you can probably skin this cat a few different ways. But
I would never do that.
That was a really gross thing. So the best lead you come up with is there is a rumor that there's a small sect of worshippers of Torog, a little bit outside of town.
Okay.
And it would be possible that in communing with their god, they might have stuff that's attuned to the Shadowfell.
I love that. Theoretically, would finding like a temple to the Raven Queen also help?
Yeah, but that's kind of overshooting it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So Toby, after a long study, with the best libraries, discovers this. Would you call it a cult of Torag?
You would call it a cult. It's actually
Gotcha.
It's actually an old abandoned prison from the outskirts of town.
Spooky.
Yeah.
And this never had the time to drive him off, because who has the time anymore?
Mm-hmm. Nika has a question.
I'm sorry, I'm pulling a real Matthew Morris. I do have a question. Would a dagger from the Raven Queen be attuned to the Shadowfell?
Gotta assume so.
Would Toby know that Jayla has one of those?
Nope.
Oh,
Is pretty secret.
Okay.
beans.
But Jayla knows that we're trying to get to the Shadowfell, because it's like something we've been talking about for a while.
Is it like, what is the actual thing that you need? Is it just any item that's attuned to the...
No.
I think it literally does. Literally a tuning fork. Right?
Yeah, it's apparently it's my Googling. It's been like an ongoing sort of like almost joke for it, but it almost implies that if you spend 50 days working on it, you could come up with a new one. That's an option I didn't read because I didn't want to wait for 50 days.
Yeah, that's too long.
I think the argument could be made if you had something already attuned to the place you're going that was like extremely not like, oh, you got a helm of Elysia, but no, it's like it carries the magic of blah blah blah. Maybe you could argue that, but
yeah, it literally says a forked metal rod worth at least 250 gold pieces.
Yeah,
it's
a very specific spell.
It's very specific. I don't think it's supposed to be easy to
that makes sense.
Get around.
I think it's not easy to go to other planes, as silly as it sounds, unless the DM wants you to. So if the DM wants you to go to the reign of the realm of fire, but you want to go to the Shadowfell, that's not as easy. It's doable, but it's not easy. Getting to the astral plane is not that hard comparatively, and you can get anywhere from the astral plane, but that is kind of like a chaotic move. And we know, as what happened the other day when we went there, we were attacked by a giant like crab creature or whatever. So it's not safe either. There's like pirates and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I mean, I do think that is a really smart poll, though. So I bet maybe if Toby spent a little bit of time, he could probably get something from Jayla that would could be worked into this forked metal rod.
Yeah, so does Jayla like come up to Toby while he's in the library arguing with a fellow wizard or
course
maybe a cleric?
If there's anything that she has that she knows would help, she would definitely want to go and find Toby.
Okay. So yeah,
let's say that she has like a metal comb or something like that.
Can it be like a hair comb that has a raven on it?
Mm-hmm. Oh. And then like Toby could potentially.
Does he have to take it forever?
I think he would have to rework it to be.
Like break it down to its component parts.
This is like Jayla's like moving forward to like a new part of her life, like she's
symbolism,
really leaving it behind.
Yeah, and now you could become, the adherent of Torog, the god of jails.
Yeah.
The Goler.
Or Matt. I don't know. I gotta find a new one. So Jayla will come in to find Toby and be like, Toby, I think I might have something that can help you guys.
Not now. We're really close. I'm sorry.
You're not gonna find something like that here.
I will.
That book's been missing for 3 weeks, and
well, then find it. Find it. It's so simple.
Toby, hold on. Let me help you. Do you want something that's from the Shadowfell plane?
He kind of just like squints. Well, I don't think that would immediately solve our problems. What are you offering?
Well, I have this comb from the Raven Queen, and it's from the Shadow.
It's from the Raven Queen herself?
Yeah. We were pretty tight for a while.
I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that
I kind of assumed she like melted all of the fun stuff.
Well, she definitely took the funnest thing, but I kept this, and I think that it would be more good helping you guys than it is just being a hair decoration.
Way more good.
Well, I'm sorry for snapping at you. I'm sorry. I've been up for 5 hours today, and the past couple of weeks I've usually only been awake for 2 hours, and I was really cranky.
I get it. You gotta have your sleep. If you're not, you're not performing at your best. And how can anyone expect you to be your best if you're sleep deprived?
I sleep so much now to use my spells, and it's taken a lot out of me in a weird way. My bones hurt in a way I don't entirely like, but I'm sorry. Yes, if you're willing to get rid of what did you say, this comb? Is that what you said it was?
Yeah, I mean, if you think it will help.
I cast detect magic on it to really give the suck on figuring out what type of magics are emanating off of it. I don't know why I rolled a 13. I don't think that's how it works, but I did roll for you, Michael.
Thanks.
And I don't know what it's detect with a D.
I mean, it probably has like necromantic magic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I kind of basically I learn what necromantic works. Yeah, wow. This truly is powerful. Does it have any okay, let me study it. I think we could do something with this. Thank you, Jayla, and he gives you a big old hug.
Oh, she picks him up and hugs him right into her bosom. Not in like a sexual way, but just as like a I love you, Toby.
Oh, Jayla, I miss you so much. It's so good to see you.
Same, Toby.
Yeah, it's been so cussing hectic recently. What with, the realms ending and Adira trying to kill us all, I guess.
I think everything will work itself out. We got through the demon apocalypse. What's some gods missing?
It's extremely different. But yeah, I guess you're right. I'll try to be positive. Thank you. But I'm kind of excited to get back to work on this. If that's okay.
Sure, yeah, of course. Go ahead. I thought that I would just pop by on this little moment that you were having just to give you this little thing that might be helpful, and then I'll duck right out.
Well, thank you. I also thought I was going to get in a fist fight with that jerk right there. So you really helped me out. You saved me in 3 different ways.
Do you want me to kill him?
No!
Okay.
Jayla, why? Golly.
I don't know. You say the word, Toby. It's done. Anything for you, sweet baby.
Hey, you know what? And he hands you a Garl gold. Garl the gold, glitter gold. Garl glitter gold.
What?
What are these words you're saying?
Garl glitter gold. Chick tract. Like, hey, I know you need a new god, so maybe think about, the gnome god of trickery or whatever. I forget which. Treats. Yum yums.
The other guy is slowly backing out of the room, by the way.
Are they cool with killing?
Very nervous.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll look into it. Thanks, Toby.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Jayla just backs out of the room.
Where'd you go? Get back here!
He's gonna kill that guy.
I need
Leave him
assistance!
with I don't know. I want something weird, like a sweet little teddy bear that's purple in Toby's pocket, and that's all that Jayla leaves there.
It's a troll doll.
Yeah. With the purple hair and the purple
And a jewel.
star tummy.
I mean, I'll cherish this forever.
I love this troll doll.
I get to fucking work. You know what I'm saying? I get out a forked piece of metal that I'm very clear has to cost 250 gold. Like, this isn't worth 250 gold. Like, sell it to me for 250 gold. All right. It's I can cast shadow magic, which is not quite the same vibe, but since I do it constantly, I'm hoping that I have a somewhat more than tenuous grasp on how this works. And I get all of the White Spire to do it. I get various smart people that are just in and around Pelor. So really fucking pouring over this bad boy. We got chalkboards with all sorts of bullshit drawn on them to try to figure it out. And then in the very middle of the chalkboard, it just says Shadowfell, ? And then a circle around that. And yeah.
Nice. Well, I think you will give me just throw me a some sort of roll. How about, I don't know.
Do you want me to roll D20 and not modify it? Do you want me to roll an Arcana? Do you want me to?
No, what do you mean Arcana?
For you, anything. 24.
So you successfully create the material component for this spell that you need.
Yay! How long does it take me?
You're up for a full 24 hours.
Michael!
Oh my god, Toby's gonna die.
I'm
That
gonna
is
roll a D4 to see my exhaustion.
And then he does a sleep stream afterwards.
I have 3 levels of exhaustion. I feel bad.
So yeah,
Staying up for more than 5 hours? Yuck.
So you all are ready to go if you want to. Are you gonna go right to the Shadowfell? Or are you gonna?
We should do that. It's been
I
long.
think so.
I think it's about time.
Well, okay. I think we would probably stock up on supplies, which is just my way of asterisks of being like, yo, we did it. I don't know what I'm going to need, and I don't want to spend the last few moments of our... I probably should also sleep, because I don't want to stay up all 24 hours.
As long as Toby stayed up,
Should have brought that
maybe his
Pelor
entire life.
that Pelor's bed
Well,
with you.
Damn, I wish I had Pelor's bed with me. Fuck. Yeah, I'd probably take a short rest, like try to take an hour or 2 of a nap. Get ready.
All right. So you do that. Everyone's ready to go. You're fully prepared. And you wish Tom and Jayla and Aludra goodbye. Eckhard Dayhammer is coming with you if you will let him.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Why
gladly,
would we
gladly.
not?
You'd be happy to have him.
As well as, of course, Frank.
Well, I gladly have him. Gladly have him.
You got to.
And you guys shift planes, and you
I'm not too sure if this is gonna work. So I'm sorry. Our bodies
are gonna be torn apart and our souls sheared from our minds.
Yeah.
What if everyone's soul went into a different person's body?
Freaky Friday.
No. I lean over to Rowan. I lean to Rowan. Don't be mad if when you're dying. I think I got you. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go. and I wave it, and we go.
So you transport, you plane shift, you enter the Shadowfell, and you can't believe what you see.
What
Next time?
Next time.
You're a monster, Michael.
How dare you?
I dare.
Hey,
I gotta go whiz.
The best thing is that it's that questionable meat from earlier.
That's what she said.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
I like that you were talking about questionable meat, though.
I like where you're going with that. Can you speak more on that?
Can you elaborate on the questionable meat?
I think that questionable meat is okay in some circumstances, unless your turkey turns into literal mush. Then don't eat it. Don't try to power through. Throw that sandwich away.
I think his sandwich was fine. I took a bite of it, and it tasted fine to me.
Oh well, like that. So that's what initially I thought of. But then last week I accidentally made a sandwich for Danny that had mushed turkey, and I felt really bad. But he found a piece of it, and he was like, "This is gross." And I thought, while eating my pastrami on rye with sauerkraut, I'm sorry your sandwich sucked, but mine's amazing.
Mine was awesome.
Is this like Josh and his accidental kombucha?
Kind of. I'm real cheap. I don't just throw food away.
I definitely I will leave coffee on my desk, and then I'm like, next day I'm gonna drink it again, but not when it has milk in it. Only if it's black coffee and it's cold brew, because
you gotta have standards.
Fine, but I don't want. I'm not drinking old milk. That's how you get tummy troubles.
Yeah, that's
though.
Right there.
That's how you get toilet troubles.
If you drink, if you drink the old milk, though, you kind of build your gut health and strength up. That's what I think is literally
make my gut strong.
Is gonna make me stronger. So I love not washing things. Romaine lettuce was trying to kill us for a hot minute, and I just eat Caesar salads.
Yeah, I don't fucking do that. I just eat the fruit and the vegetables and whatever. It's fine. Blue Apron will tell me wash the vegetables, and I'm like,
no, I ain't got time for that. That's a whole 5 extra minutes.
Fuck that.
No, science is we don't know what causes cancer.
Damn.
I'm fine.
Truth, though.
Tim, we waited for you. We talked about fucked up vegetables and meats while you were gone.
Why would you wait for me?
I don't know.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I gotta read feedback, huh?
No, Bachmann's doing it.
Oh, whoops.
We're all
email again.
Hey, Bachmann. Do you want to read some feedback for us?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I'm glad you thought of it. Let me scroll down, please. You guys ever been to the Denver airport?
No, but I want to because there's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories about it, and apparently
I am
it's a
very
gateway
scared
to
of that
hell.
horse.
Yeah, there's all that too. But when you get on the train, between the terminals, the guy in there plays his little banjo. It's and the guy goes,
really?
Hold on, please.
This is the most cursed airport that has ever existed in this world.
Didn't they put up fake construction signs that are being silly?
Yes.
Yeah, they really leaned into the whole conspiracy stuff there.
I respect it.
They may have done that. Y'all ready for some feedback?
You know it, baby.
Ready for this?
Another great GeeklyInc podcast, says Claire and Luna from the UK. After listening to my partner babble on about some Drunks and Dragons podcast for what seems like many years, I thought I would finally see what it was all about. And boy, am I hooked. As a
D&D virgin.
I have started way back at the beginning. and only on episode 7, but I love it. Call me Darkblade. Who can say no to a bit of GeeklyInc? Pithy, perverse, peculiar, preposterous, and amazing, says Zuru from the USA. Taking way too long to think of a name from the USA, says, good, so good. Amazing cast. I'm currently on episode 214. This podcast has been keeping me sane while getting through med school. So thank you guys. Seriously, my dog is also a big fan. His name is Sam the Beagle. He also goes by Samilton, like Carlton. Review of Shame, says Leroy Jenkins from the USA. After about a year of listening, I am now on episode 265. Now Tim can't shame me for waiting until the current episode to review 777777777777777 open parentheses, close parentheses, open parentheses, close parentheses. I totally know what that means now. Ella Kate 555 from Australia says the bed podcast ever. This podcast is the best thing I ever come across, and dealing with anxiety and depression, this podcast make it easier. This podcast is the most amazing, exiting, and funniest podcast ever. Thank you for a great podcast, and hope this lasts a long, long time. Smiley face.
We will never stop.
We will never stop.
Never stop.
Ethan Robinson from the USA says a podcast with a dark past, as Jennifer Cheek has said about both Junpei and Tom the Dragonborn. Long before Harper was around, this podcast has a dark past. Starting a podcast this long is daunting, but it is possible to burn through them in a month. But if that burn is approximately 8 hours a day. But really, if you like happiness and or joy, listen to this podcast.
Oh,
that's nice.
My favorite D&D podcast, and sadly, I listen to several. It says D&D is better from USA. Don't listen to the players when they advise you to start at the current story arc. Start at episode 1. While the humor, story, and obvious love the players have for each other makes this podcast well worth listening to, it's the charm of listening to these guys learn how to play D&D that makes this podcast the best.
we're so charming.
We're very charming.
Thanks,
Our
guys.
ignorance is charming.
We're dumb as hell.
We are really
Nice.
dumb.
Thanks, Mike.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah. Tim's still reading about the Shadowfell. He's still researching. He won't stop.
I just want to figure this out.
If you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast. And I'm personally at Thrifty Nerd.
I'm at Tim Lanning, researching the Shadowfell.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I'm at Nika_Howard.
I'm at the worst I've ever been.
Oh.
At the Mike Bachmann.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure in this episode of Drunks and Dragons? Well, make sure to head over to GeeklyInc.com, where you can find other thrilling podcasts, the hottest nerd news, fan art to make you blush, and gear to level up your adventuring quest. When you've finished finally getting to the Shadowfell, head on over to Apple Podcast or your other podcast app of choice to leave us a 5-star rating and review. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/D&D podcast. Once you become a patron, you have access to exclusive content like ad-free episodes that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Every pledge helps us keep growing and makes this show better with each episode. New episodes come out every Monday, so go subscribe, get your quest log filled, and get ready for things to get dicey.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep it dicey.
Woo woo. Stop and sport.
I'm gonna break
Stream's
it.
going down. Goodbye.
Good luck.
Oh, the stream's gone?